Hello again, this is the Lunatic from the woods here. We're deep in the forest here. I am not even really sure where I am right now. Somewhere. There's a little clearing up here. So yeah, what I'm going to talk about today is Deja vu. So basically, like, with Deja vu, like, I was meditating a lot. Like, just this extreme amount of meditation. And after a while, like, things became like really weird. I guess I started to see that, like, time was more circular than anything. It's not a linear path. And if you think about it, it really makes sense. Because, like, it can't possibly be linear. Because there's not that many things that could possibly happen. Energy can only vibrate in so many different directions at so many frequencies, and so it just doesn't really make any sense. So what started to happen was, like, everything that started to happen, it was just like, I already lived this before. Now this is gonna happen. And it would happen. It was like, okay, now this is going to happen. Now this person is going to act this way. It was almost like they were like stage characters in a play. Like, it got really weird. And I just started to play with my reactions. Because I worked in a very aggressive, violent environment for a long time. And I was constantly getting threatened. I got beat. I got bit by like 3 dogs. Just very, very, aggressive. And people would come at me, and they would come at me in the same exact ways. Like, I would remember this person from like 10 years ago. I'm like, okay, they're acting the same exact way. It was almost like it was like scripted. And the way I would react to it would just be completely different from when I first reacted to it. I was reacting to stuff like that in a very bad way. You don't have any control over the patterns that are out there and everything. You only have control over what you put out, like what you how you react. So I was kind of like playing around with the reactions and stuff like that, just to see what happens. And if you don't feed into that violent energy, crazy energy, or whatever that is, like, if you don't react to that, people are like, they're dumbfounded. They're like, I could see it in their face. Like, they're just like, I don't even know how to react to this now. It just kind of diffuses it. Yeah, they'll be like, just dumbfounded. They don't even know, like, what to think or what to do. It was almost like this lady would come out and she would start crying. She'd be like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then the dude would come out and threaten me. And it was like the same exact thing. This one guy was threatening me, and he ran down the steps after me. And the one time, the first time that happened, I cursed at him and everything, and then I ran in the truck. I jumped in the truck and drove off. the second time, I mean, I just stood there and I just stared at him. And I'm like, okay, well, this isn't really helping anything. And I think the lady had something nasty to say, but I just stood there. And then he calmed right down. I mean, the first time I was getting calls from my supervisor and I was all worked up and everything. And, but yeah, I mean, you're just kind of stuck in a pattern. And you could break that if you want. I mean, I was kind of forced to break that pattern. But if you are stuck in this very negative pattern of nonsense, you could break out of that. It's up to you. You got to find a way to get out of that and start a new pattern. Yeah, just the lunatic in the woods. Just some thoughts on deja vu. Very weird. Time is just like it works more in like a circle, in my opinion. It's not linear. It doesn't even make any sense to be linear. I mean, there's not even that many things that could happen. But yeah, the more you realize about this stuff, the more you can change, the more you can play with things. Yeah, the first step, so like, comment, and subscribe. The first step is journal writing, of course. Yeah, I'll put a couple links in the description on some journals and stuff like that. But yeah, wake up with the lunatic and watch the sunrise and get your little cup of coffee. And, I'd like to hear what people think about these videos. So yeah, share your comments. Hope you like this one. Bye.